Now it is that time that we've all been really, really excited about. I've got Mark Sheehan with me here on the line. It is Mark from The Script. Mark, are you there?
Yes, I am, guys. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. You do not understand how excited we've been about this phone call. I'm like, oh my God, God, all day. How you doing?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's very nice to talk to you guys.
It's great speaking to you too. Now, I wanted to ask you. Now, you have released so many albums, and and this new one is just released now. But before I get to it, I want to ask you: you've performed in front of a lot of people. You've sold millions of albums. Do you feel like it's changed you?
Yeah, I think you can't help these things changing you, but it's whether it changes you for bad or for good. I think it's changed us for good. I think we were trying so long to be a successful band, and then it just happened one day, and we're so grateful. We're so appreciative of all of the success that's coming our way. But I think most importantly, we're getting a chance to play on stage almost every night for lovely people who come in their thousands to hear our music, and we're so humbled by that. So yeah, I think it has changed us, but I think it's made us more appreciative, because we can't believe that we wrote a lot of these songs in a really small shed in Dublin, and suddenly everybody around the world is singing them. So it's very cool, very cool.
Now, you've got this new album that's out now. Yeah. And you know what? It's doing really well. I want to ask you, what is so different about this album from any other album that you've done?
Well, this time around, we came with a real mantra. We wanted to call the album "There's No Sound Without Silence," because we believe that, when you're a musician and you're playing your guitar or your drums, or you're playing or you're singing, you're using a voice, that the space and silence in between the notes is as important as the notes and sound itself. So it was about this album was about contemplation. It was about some silence, but when we gave sound, we want to give a great sound. So for us, this album is slightly different, because I think every album is a snapshot of our lives. We literally don't write anything for an album until we're actually starting the process. So when we start the process, we want to give people a real-time view of what our lives and what we're going through at that time. And I think if anybody knows the script, you'll know that all of our songs are about real personal experiences that we put into these songs. So when you do hear them, you generally relate to them, because we relate to them, and we're putting our hearts into these songs as full experiences that has actually happened to us. So it's easier for other human beings out there to feel connected to the music also. So I think it's slightly different.
I mean, talking about that, which song are you most proud of? Because I understand, you've said they are really personal songs. Which one is the one that kind of you connect with most?
Well, it's very difficult, because all of these songs come from such a personal side of things. I think when we made our album One, both myself and Danny, we lost our parents on album One. So Danny lost his father, I lost my mother, and I had lost my father a couple of years before that too. So when we never tackled that problem, we never talked about it to anybody, we never tackled it. And then on album 3, we decided to write a song called "If You Could See Me Now," because it was kind of our way of saying, if your parents could see you now, would they, everybody in the world would think, if our parents saw us now, they would say, "Good job on your band, that's a great song you're writing, well done." When in actual fact, they'd probably say, "You're smoking too much, you're drinking too much, you're working too much, you're running yourself into the ground. Yeah. Why aren't you looking after yourself?" And that's what a parent actually says. So we have that question still in our head, because we're playing these wonderful shows every night, yet our parents will never ever get to see what we've done.
Okay, well, are there times, I understand when you guys are doing an album, do you kind of like sit together and kind of decide, we're going to do an album about this, and the songs that we're going to write, they're going to be in this direction? Or is it one of those processes where each one of you talks about the kind of thing that you want to do, and each one sets themselves a song to write?
Well, we write most things together. Myself and Danny have been friends since we're very, very young, so we tend to, what you don't realize is that when we come in the room, we'd have a cup of tea or we go to a bar for a drink, you realize that you're just letting your friend talk and vent. And what he doesn't realize is that I've got my pen and my pad ready behind it, and I'm literally, it's like a therapy session that turns into a song. You know, that's what it feels like sometimes, because music is a punch bag for us. Music is a place to go to release and to get rid of all the negativity. Music is about, I suppose, just an explosion of yourself where you want to just omit exactly how you're feeling, because, you know, a problem shared is a problem halved. So we tend to be really good at talking to each other about this. So no, each song is devised in a way that even if Danny comes in with a half-written song, sometimes I'll finish it off and vice versa, or sometimes if the other person has more of a leadway on the song, we allow them to do that. We try not to have a formula at all, because I believe that's what writer's block is when your formula fails you, that's what writer's block is. So we try stay current and stay new. So if I go in and write a song on guitar today, I might write a song on bass tomorrow, I might write a song on the drums the next day, or piano. We just try to keep it versatile so that it doesn't get stale at all. That's our mission.
Is there ever a time where it's like it's just way too difficult for you to sit down together and agree on something in a song? Like, is there a time when you clash?
We clash all the time. We clash more times than not, actually, because it's all about the passion of the music and the passion of our live shows. But at the end of the day, the way we see it is that if you feel passionately enough about something, you will fight tooth and nail for it. And if you do, then the other two members tend to go, okay, you know, you feel really passionate about this. Let's back them on this. And then we tend to back the person up, and that person takes the lead on that particular thing. So for us, yeah, it is. We argue all the time. We're like brothers, and we're like family. You know, we argue all the time. But you know, I think the one common bond is that we also forgive each other all the time. We're easy to go to a bar and just drink together and just have fun that way. This journey for us is about helping each other achieve each other's personal dreams, and it's not easy to keep everybody happy all of the time.
Good point. Now, who are your influences? Like, what certain art is there? Like a certain artist that each one of you kind of looked up to as a role model that kind of influences your music?
Yeah, you see, we don't believe in a genre. I think it's important to say, because we don't believe there's a rock category and a pop category and a rap category. We don't believe in that. We believe in music is music, and songs are songs. So when you sit down and you hear a great song, you don't say, oh, that was a great rock song, or that was a great pop song. You say, that was a great song. So for us, really, it's about not having any genres in our heads. So our favorite artists can be anyone from Queen to Coldplay, from Kanye West to James Taylor. I mean, for us, it's anything. We just love any good and great songs and great music.
Now, you've got a massive fan base here in Egypt. I've got to tell you, like, huge.
Wow.
Have you ever been here, or are you like considering to perform here at all?
Well, you know, we didn't know only until recently when we were getting our chart positions in from around the rest of the world. I was like, whoa, Egypt is on the list. I've never seen Egypt on the list before. And suddenly we realized that, we might have some fans there, but we didn't know how many. We didn't know if there's love there for us at all, because you've got to figure that out before you go there. So no, we've never been there. We've never been there as the script. We would love to go there. We would love to come and play for you guys. Anywhere there's people that want to hear our music, we want to be there playing it.
Definitely. I mean, I've got to tell you, it is a huge fan base here. Like, a lot of people have been SMSing in, going, oh my God, the scripts are on. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Is this for real?
Wow.
Are they coming? So, you know, maybe that's a little food for thought for you. Perhaps it could happen.
I mean, if there is a fan base there, and if we have script family there, we will definitely come there and play for everybody. We would love to.
Fantastic. Now, you've got your new single, No Good and Goodbye, from the new album, and you've just released it, and we're going to be playing it out in a few seconds. Now,
cool.
What can you tell us about this song?
It's one of those funny moments when you're about to break up with a person or have an argument with a person, and you know what happens is you always think of the most epic thing to say when you walk away from that person. Yeah. You never think about what to say when you're in the moment. So we figured that we'd write a song about that. We wanted to write a chorus that felt like the most epic thing you would say to a person after the fact. Because, you know, we heard all these good things. There's no good and goodbye. Well, there is no good and goodbye. Why do we say goodbye? Why do we say farewell? There's no fair in farewell. There's no soul in soldier on. We wanted to say all these things, and that we pointed out that some of these words that we use in our language don't exactly make sense. However, we say them to people all the time. Goodbye when we should be saying, I'll see you later.
True. I mean, I've always envisioned my like goodbyes with like background music, walking away, like a little scene, rain happening around me.
You hope that everyone's crying and missing you so much. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All the drama, and then there's going to be that time afterwards where we bump into each other, and I see the look of regret.
Yeah, you know, and that is the thing. You know, we almost hope that the girl that this song was written about is driving to work in her car, and it comes on the radio, and she hears exactly what you wanted to say in the moment, and she says, "Oh no, this is what they wanted to say," and it never came across.
Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you, Mark. It's so amazing having you on the show today. We're going to play that out for you in just a second. It's No Good and Goodbye, and it's playing out now.